This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of May 23rd, 2022. I'm Alex Brown. The Indiana Economic Development Corporation is providing more insight into a UK-based e-waste recycling company's planned $340 million investment in Fort Wayne. Exurban USA says it will establish its first U.S. operation in the Allen County city and create up to 200 jobs by the end of 2026. The facility is expected to extract valuable metals such as copper, gold, and silver from discarded electronics, including mobile phones, computers, and televisions. Construction is set to begin next year. Penske Entertainment Corporation has acquired the Speedway monogramming property across from the main entrance to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for $850,000. IMS officials tell our partners at the IBJ the deal allows Penske, which owns IMS, to think about what the track's front door looks like in the future. An investigation is underway at the Cleveland Cliffs steel mill in East Chicago after an explosion at a slag pit operated by Lafarge North America. Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report no one was injured during the incident Sunday that sent a cloud of smoke that could be seen for 20 miles. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio. Knox County is working with several other southwest Indiana counties to better understand the region's supply and demand for childcare. Here's Gary Dick.
Knox County, Indiana Economic Development says it has joined the Southern Indiana Gateway region to support efforts for more in-depth data on the availability of childcare. The seven-county region is partnering with Transform Consulting Group, based in Wabash, to gather up-to-date data on the number and types of childcare seats available within each county. The organization cites Early Learning Indiana's Closing the Gap report, which estimates that existing capacity across all programs can serve just over half of all the population of children aged 0 to 5 who may be in need of care, and that rural counties are more likely to have inadequate access. The organization plans to focus on data collection over the next couple of months and will release a final report in July. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
A variety of issues is causing some people who are considering building a home to pause those plans. The Builders Association of Greater Indianapolis says there was a 24% decrease in single-family permits in April compared to the same period a year ago. The organization says rising interest rates, overall inflation, and a volatile stock market is behind the decrease in the 9-county Central Indiana region. According to the latest data, 801 permits were issued last month compared to 992 in April of 2021. Old Town Design Group owner Jeff Langston, who also serves as BAGI president, believes the challenges have led to a more serious issue of affordability, which is a large contributing factor to the slowdown in permits issued. While the eyes of the world will be on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway this weekend for the 106th running of the Indy 500, the town of Speedway expects to attract some added attention as it shows off a transformed Main Street to out-of-town visitors. More than $500 million in investment over the past 15 years has created a mix of restaurants, retail, and residential offerings designed to let visitors know Speedway is about more than the race, says Town Council President Vince Noblet.
It's mind-bending. When we started, you could actually shoot a gun down Main Street and not hit anything. There was no activity. And through the consensus of the residents of Speedway, 14,000 residents, we were able to start this project and get enough momentum up to where it is today.
He says the town is set to close on the stalled Wilshaw Hilton Hotel at 16th and Crawfordsville with a new developer this week. Indy 500 pole sitter Scott Dixon is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.